Hey, good morning. Welcome to the 5 a.m. Master Scrum Show. I hope you're doing well. A little crazy here, nonstop, running like a nut. Just got all exercised this morning, got worked out and all energized up. So if I talk a little fast, because I'm all energized. Anyway, hey, 5 a.m. Master Scrum Show. I want to change. I'm changing the thing. I'm proposing this out. I'm going to call these little lightning talks rather than a show. So I think the concept, it's still a show, but I'm going to change the title and how we talk. Let me know what you think about the term lightning talk, because everything's under 15 minutes on the show. And like today, I want to talk about do agile requirements exist? Are they agile? I want to make the argument that I can make any requirement into an agile requirement, no matter what someone gives me and provides me. And there's processes and ways to transform the organization to get there. And I'm going to do it all like 7 minutes. Yeah, 5 minutes, 6 minutes, something like that. Anyway, 5 a.m. Master Scrum Show. I am Greg Messer, Scrum Master and Agile Coach. And here we talk about Scrum and Agile in a very practical and tactical way to bring more value to your customer, not work so crazy hours to bring that value to the customer and have a little fun along the way. And today is 3R Thursday. So we talk about requirements, reviews, and retrospective. Today I want to address the requirements a little bit. We've done a couple different things on the different days and mixes it up. And I had a question the other day about requirements and having, I would say, the perfect requirement, or getting business or somebody outside the team building these requirements in a usable state. And I would argue, I don't know if that's a journey anybody really wants to go on to. That's a journey, a long-term journey to help educate people what makes a better requirement, what helps makes decisions, right? So it takes time to get there, and it just doesn't happen overnight if they've never done it before. However, I would argue, because I've done requirements that were hundreds of pages long. I helped put together the F-18 ENF Jet Strike Fighter specification for LRIP. And that was an $8 billion requirements document. Well, $8 billion LRIP production had a lot of requirements in it. So I've done the requirement thing. I've seen it. I've done it. I've turned written DoD into performance requirements, which are really kind of like the beginning of agile requirements. And I've done agile requirements too. I've done everything as far as that goes. And I would argue I can turn any requirement, no matter who gives it to me, into an agile requirement. Now the question is, what do I do with it? So I'm going to talk about real quick what you can do to make something an agile requirement, and then what some of the phases are. And I'm going to do this in less than 3 minutes. So one of the things about the agile requirement is that everyone says it has to be who it is, what you're doing, and what benefit. Beautiful. A lot of transition from waterfall, even waterfall requirements don't have that. They have lots of requirements mixed in. A lot of those technical tells you exactly how to build something, which is the wrong way, because unless you're actually one who builds it, you may not be the most educated person to build something. So it's a thing. It's more of a performance. I want to see it do this, right? Now I can take any requirement and I can put that in as information that might help a developer and some of the thought process behind the requirement. And you might see requirements that are scattered through a book, right? Sometimes we have to recondition those requirements in a condition that allows us to produce it, test it, and demo it within a sprint. It is a little bit harder than having someone hand it to you in a perfect condition. Totally admit that. But in this world in Agile, we don't get that. The whole Agile mindset is to learn to adapt and adjust to make it so you can deliver what you want in a timely manner. That's being Agile. So sometimes we have to take some steps in there to recondition the requirement based on what our knowledge is and what our experiences are to make those requirements work. And that's really what it is. Too many teams get caught up in their requirements not perfect. Too many organizations do that. They spend all this money getting the requirements done, and they don't produce anything. The goal is really to produce product. It's not to produce a requirement. So you want to look at it a way, and you do a feedback loop, right? You get the information, you get a requirement, and then you give a feedback loop to the person who did it. I'm taking this requirement, and that requirement over here. I'm putting them together. I'm going to build this, and I'm going to demo to you within 3 weeks how that comes out, so you can adjust the requirement, or you can see how it looks out on the other side. and then you do pieces of it. Like I've seen whole books of stuff. Maybe do little chapters of the books or different features in these requirements, and you do it that way. So that is something I wanted to share with you as an idea. And then there's phases where you produce something, then show people what they would look like. Get that feedback loop. Train them over time so they understand what the requirement could look like and should look like, and how it helps them make better decisions on what they would like to do, because they don't want to spend all day long doing stuff. They don't want to spend all day. So the more you help them, the more it helps you. So I just want to share that in a small little thing about the requirements. There's ways to do it. If we want to say we're really agile and the other organizations in your company are not agile and people give you information on it, you have to adapt in an agile way, and you have to retrain people how to think about it. It's a challenge. It's not easy, but it's where you need to go on that long journey. And with that, I got to go to a meeting. All right, everyone, have a great day. Wish you happy scrumming, and we will see you tomorrow on Fun Friday. I'm not teaching the kids, so I'll be here. All right, take care, everyone. Wish you the best. Good luck on those requirements and adapting. And if you have any questions on, hey, Greg, how might I adapt this requirement? Feel free to send me a message. And don't forget, at the end of the month, on February 28th, I have Carl Freiberg on topic of goal setting. Sign up for our meetup. Oh, and tonight I'm going to release another interview tonight. It'll be a good one. You'll see the postings. So I wish you the best. Take care. Look forward tonight, 8 o'clock. I'll release another interview. Take care. Bye. See ya.